Okay, so we're going to make a peaches and cream smoothie today. Now this is one of my favorite smoothies. There's a few ways you can make it. You could kind of mix it up a little bit if you want. But in general, it's the primary ingredients are going to be your peaches, your cream, which I use a little bit of cream, and of course at least one banana. The banana really thickens up the shake a lot. You really need it. Doesn't really add that much of a banana flavor to it, but you got to add that banana for the just to give it that creaminess to it, and that's the reason why they call it peaches and cream. So my recipe is going to consist of the peaches, the cream, the banana. We're going to put 4 strawberries in there just to give a little color and a little bit of an exotic flavor. And then I'm going to use vanilla extract. Now this is extract that I make myself. Okay, that is made with vodka and regular vanilla beans, but I make it myself, and unfortunately, yes, there is alcohol in it, but there are ways to remove the alcohol from it, so you're left with nothing but concentrate, and you can do that. I don't mind a little bit of alcohol. It really doesn't make a difference to me, but if you're going to make your own vanilla extract, I'm going to do a video on how to make vanilla extract and how to either make it and leave it with the alcohol in it, which preserves it for a long time, or you can just simply evaporate the alcohol off. And I'll do a whole video on how to make vanilla extract. But you can see the color of this is very dark. You cannot see through the center of that. It's very, very concentrated. And I keep, you know, you can see all the vanilla bean in there. See all that vanilla bean? I keep adding to it, and it gets stronger and stronger as it concentrates. That's like an espresso made out of vanilla. That's really, really concentrated. All right, so the first thing we want to do is open up our peaches. We want to use about 4 peaches. So if you're looking at my blender here, you want to bring the peaches at least halfway up to it. That's generally where you want to be with that. And then whatever else you want to add to that. If you want to add a little pineapple, you could. You can add that, a slice, but not very much. You can double your banana load if you want to put 2 bananas. Again, it's not going to really change the flavor of the amount of peaches. So you might need 4 peaches, you might need 5. I bought 6 just in case I need them. Make sure you take the tags that are on your peaches off. You don't want those in your smoothie. Believe me, I've done that already, and it's just not nice. All right. So I'm going to, ooh, this is sharp. I'm going to cut my peaches up, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I cut up 3 peaches, and it filled up the container, so I don't know if I'm going to add another peach or not, but in order for me to start the blender, I really need to add some kind of a liquid, so we're going to add the cream to it. Generally, I like to add about, this container is almost empty, so I might just use it up. Yeah, I'll just use it up. Now, if you have a problem with cream and you can't use any dairy products, you can use coconut milk if you want. That's a good substitute for it. I recommend staying away from any kind of soy milks or anything like that. But if you can't have dairy, you want to substitute it with something that's going to make it creamy. Use coconut milk in a can. Try to get organic coconut milk. If you can't get any of that, and your only thing you can get is coconuts, well, just add a coconut to it. And the coconut's going to give you the saturated fat, and it's also going to give you the that creamy effect that we're looking for to get out of this drink. Now, just looking at that, I can probably tell you we're going to be up to a little better than halfway on it, so that's all right. I might double up the bananas. Normally, I can get away with 1 banana. So either way, I might save those 3 peaches and make another one for tomorrow. And again, normally with the cream, I don't even normally add this much cream. It's just I want to use up this container. That's really the main reason why I put the whole thing in there. All right, so next thing I want to do is at least blend this up to see where we're at, and then we'll add the extract accordingly. Alright, that is very, very thick. That's a lot thicker than I expected, to be honest. Very thick. That's like ice cream thick. So I'm going to add my vanilla extract to it, if I can open it. And you want to add like maybe, depends on your level of vanilla. And because this has alcohol in it, I don't want to add too much because I don't want to get drunk from it. So it is pretty concentrated. So you want to add like that much vanilla homemade extract. Now, if you're buying synthetic extracts, I mean, I don't know what to tell you about that. I don't use synthetic materials, so I don't know what the concentration level is. But this is very, very concentrated, very strong, and it's homemade. It's all natural ingredients. Yes, there is alcohol in it, but with this much, you're not really going to taste it very much. It's going to be very mild. You'd be lucky if you can taste the alcohol. Vodka tends to really lose its flavor when you mix it with drinks and stuff. So you want to add about that much vanilla extract of homemade extract in the glass, all right? If you go a little more, it's not going to hurt nothing. That's good stuff. You could drink that straight the way it is if you wanted to just add a little cream to that by itself and put a teaspoon of sugar in it. You're golden there. All right, so we want to add our banana. I usually like to let the bananas ripen a little more. I just got back from the store, so they're a little green, but hey, it is what it is, right? So it's funny if I eat bananas, I like them slightly green, but if I'm making smoothies, I really want them ripe, you know? I don't like... Again, you want to add about 4 strawberries to it. See, I would have loved to put that other peach in there, but it ain't going to be quite enough for a whole peach. Especially after I add this, you know? And when I peel my strawberries, just so you know, this is how I do them. I just kind of stick them in the top a little bit and just go around and break the top out. A lot of people like to buy those strawberry toppers. You don't need that. You can just do it like I showed you with a knife. Alright, so let's give it a taste test. Peaches and cream, right there. Again, the banana gives it a little bit of body. It helps bring up the body. One of the things I would definitely recommend if you are going to make this, you really want to make sure your peaches are ripe and juicy. These peaches I'm using could probably sit out for a day or two and really soften up a little bit and really kind of get to a juicy state. So they're not the best tasting peaches in the world. They are a little bit slightly yellow greenish on there. They could use a couple of more days. You really want that peach flavor to develop. These are kind of on the unripened side. And the disadvantage of that is other things like the bananas and the strawberries are not overpowering, but they're definitely, I can taste them a little bit more than I want to. And that's because the peach isn't really coming out in flavor. So you really got to wait till these kind of get on the ripe side. You get that nice peach smell, aroma, and you eat a peach and it's juicy and it has that peach flavor. That's right about when you want to make the smoothie with these. The strawberries are fine. Again, with strawberries, store-bought strawberries are not going to be the ripest things in the world. Again, I recommend, you know, wait until they ripen or buy them when you see really ripe strawberries. Other than that, you're going to have to deal with strawberries that are semi-unripe and are kind of tangy when they're like that. So it's adding a tangy element to your drink, and we're really not looking to do that. So that's going to kind of make it on the tangy side. The other thing is with the bananas, again, I like them more yellow and soft and more ripe than I would be the way I made it now. It's just I'm here and this is breakfast, so this is you know, needs to be made now. I can't wait for a fruit to ripen. I want to have my breakfast now, and this is what I eat. So again, the riper the fruits are, the better they're going to come out. With the cream, again, you know, you want to add. You don't need to add a lot. The idea of the cream is it infuses really good with the vanilla extract, and so you get a really nice mix of flavors that really come together really well. As far as the peaches and the cream effect goes, that vanilla really brings that forth. If you have regular vanilla bean and you just want to scrape the inside for the vanilla for this, that's fine. If you have the money to buy the vanilla bean, it gets very expensive after a while. But like I say, in the future I will do a video on my vanilla extract. It's very, very potent. If you were to drink like a glass worth of that stuff, it's just regular vodka. So if you drank the regular vodka by itself, you're going to get the vodka. But if you drank a glass with that vanilla extract in there, you would start to see things. Maybe, I don't know. It's very powerful stuff. There's something to vanilla that's very extra special. But we will do a video on the vanilla. In fact, I have another smoothie that I make, which is another type of smoothie using cream. Unfortunately, I use cream in not a lot of my drinks, but a good portion of them I do like to add cream to it to get that effect, because I don't eat ice cream or things like that. So the only dairy that I get in my diet at this point right now is from the cream. So I like to add the cream to my smoothies, and that way I'm getting some kind of fat in my diet. But I do have a drink that I use that makes vanilla, chocolate, and cream, and then I have a little secret recipe for that. That's going to be a really good smoothie. That's a Rockstar smoothie. That's not really a breakfast smoothie, but we'll go over that. Now, if you want to add alcohol to this, you can use Irish cream if you want. That's okay. Irish cream is fine. You can add rum to it. You can add, what else do they have there? There's a Puerto Rican rum that I like to use if I do add it to these. But I don't like to add too much alcohol to these because this is made with real fruit, and sometimes the alcohol will contrast with that. And I don't know, it doesn't sit too well with people. So it could give you the runs and stuff like that. But if you are going to make drinks like this and you want to serve drinks, yeah, rum goes good with it. Again, a dark rum, not a clear rum, but a dark rum. What else goes good with it? The Irish cream, you can add a couple shots of that. Kahlua actually goes good in here too. That's a nice one. Kahlua, cream, and peaches. They go together really well. All right, so let me just taste this again, and you know. They should have been a little riper. It's good. It's good. I like the peaches and cream flavor effect. That is an awesome mix in flavor. The fruit should have been a little riper though. I don't want that tangy flavor. I don't want that part of the element. And because the strawberries weren't fully ripened, the peaches weren't fully ripened, and the banana wasn't fully ripened, I'm getting a tangy flavor, as if I added a little bit of lemon to it or something. And you really don't want that with this drink, because it's not the type of drink that it is. But nevertheless, it's still good, still tastes great. Just make sure your fruits are ripened and you're ready to go. The other option you have with doing this, if you really want to make a special effect with it, ripen them up, make sure they're all right, put them in the freezer and flash freeze everything, and then use that to blend in your blender. Everything will be really cold. You don't really need... I drink everything at room temperature, and the reason why I drink stuff at room temperature is when you drink really cold drinks, they shock your spleen, and that's not good for your body, believe it or not. So it's good to drink things at room temperature so you're not shocking your spleen, and that's why I don't usually add ice. But if I'm hanging out with friends and other people are going to have ice, and I'll kind of join along because I'm making the ice drinks anyway, so I might as well. But in general, I drink all my drinks at room temperature, and that's why. So it's up to you how you want to do it. Just letting you know, cold drinks can shock your spleen, especially on really hot days. So be careful with that. All right, so give this smoothie a try. If you have ever made peaches and cream before, share your recipe in the comments below. I'd be really interested to see how you make your peaches and cream. And like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.